Hi, welcome to Bear Mountain. Today we're bending some hoops for low tunnels. We're making a new tunnel to grow our seedlings on in, and so we've got about 20 10-foot lengths of a half-inch electrical conduit to bend. We're using Johnny's bender for making 4-foot wide hoops, and so we thought we'd do is just kind of give a little primer about how to use it and how we do it. So we bought this electrical conduit. We got it from Home Depot. We bought a pack of 10 at a time out of it, and I forgot the exact cost of it, but I think it ends up being a couple bucks a stick. And so what we're going to do, the first thing we're going to do with this stuff is we're going to measure to the center, and then we're going to measure 16 inches on the end and make a mark. And we're going to make a mark in each one of these. It's important because when you're making a standard low tunnel, not one that goes across two beds, but one that just goes across one 4-foot wide bed, you start bending 16 inches in from the end, and that would be true for both sides. So the first thing, and the reason why we're marking the middle is because that's kind of the point where we know that when we got the bend in the hoop that it's equal on both sides. So we just need to mark off 5 foot. Did that really well, but I know my mark is right there. And then I got a real good tape measure here. I've kind of abused it so much, the spring in it doesn't work very well. And we measure 16 inches from both ends. Right there. So move that. Okay, now under other circumstances, if people had a 4x8 sheet of plywood and can mount that on like a picnic table and put the bender on that, say halfway in the middle, one person could get away with doing the bending work and not having somebody else guide it. But it's real important when you're making these hoops is that you keep them as level as possible, otherwise you're going to end up with kind of a cattywampus look. So Denise is going to help with this aspect of it. And what we're going to do...
I'm the muscle.
Okay, we put the mark right on the outside of the bender, and we want this tubing to be right in line with the crease on the bender itself. So now we're going to begin the bending process. And what we're going to do is I'm going to make sure that it stays in the crease, and she's going to walk it around towards the end. So we're bending it, and we're going to bend all the way. Keep it going, looking good, all the way till it touches here. And then we do is we release, we turn around, and we do the exact same thing on the other side. We got our 16-inch mark right here. Gotta get it lined up right. There we go. Okay. We're gonna bend again. And pull it in a little more. There you go. Okay. Now, the last step, and this is where we want to find our center mark. We want that to line up right with the bolt. So now we know that we're equal on both sides, and this is where Denise gets her strong muscle. She's gonna pull it in till it's a horseshoe shape, and then she's going to let go. It springs back, and what we have is a perfect hoop. A little bit closer view, we've marked our sticks to 16 inches on the end and 5 foot in the center. Hold up a second, we've got to make sure we're lined up right to the edge of that. Okay, and then we're just going to walk it around while I make sure that it stays in And Denise is doing the walking because she's at the right height relative to our table. If we were smarter and had a bigger table, I could do it and not have this thing torque on it. It's real important to keep the thing so it is not twisting at all. Otherwise, you won't have an even hoop. Okay, let's do it again. Looking good. And pull a little more. There you go. Okay. And we line up. Well, again, we line up the center with the center bolt. So she's going to pull it in and give it a little more whoop. There we go. I think we're good. And another pretty good hoop. Got a little flat spot in it, but you know what we could do, if you get a little flat spot or something, you can kind of screw around with it a little bit. Hold it, not quite lined up. There we go. Okay. Be sure to pull it all the way in and give it a little extra tug right there. There, perfect. Now the next one you want to do the same thing. Make sure you give it a good tug over, because otherwise what happens is you end up with a flat spot because you're not bending all the way in. Got that on film, right? Okay. Keep going, keep it going, keep it going. Bend a little more, and it's good. Perfect. Line up the center. Okay, go ahead. Just a little bit there. Yeah, that's good. And a little more right there. Got it? Okay. Perfect. Stop right there. Somewhere in the middle. Right there. Okay. Good. Pull. Good job. Snap them out just a little bit. And if you like what you see here, what you can do is subscribe to our channel. It's in a hook for the logo down at the bottom. And if you, there'll also be a link to other videos. And I hope you enjoyed it. And if you'd like to support us, also there's a link up into the on the other side of the video where you can link on that. Thanks, and have a good day.